MALLPAI, an acronym for Mass Literacy for the Less Privileged, and the Al-Majri's Initiative Foundation. The word Al-Majri, a derivative from the Arabic word Al-Muhajirum, used to refer to an emigrant or a person who migrates from the luxury of his home to other places, or to a popular teacher in the quest for Islamic knowledge.
Al-Majri means a student, someone who is seeking for knowledge. Someone years back, parents send their children out to school to seek for knowledge. That's the full meaning of Al-Majri.
An organized and comprehensive system of education for learning Islamic principles, values, jurisprudence, and theology, you would agree. However, became distorted and bastardized when the British refused to recognize the Al-Majri education system and deliberately abolish its state funding, arguing that they were mere religious schools. With the loss of support from the then British government and the helpless emirs, the Al-Majri system thus collapsed, leaving the responsibility of the Al-Majris to the local scholars who deemed it a moral and religious duty to educate these peoples for the sake of Allah.
Nowadays, when you say Al-Majri, you refer to something else. When you say Al-Majri, people see beggars or handicaps or homeless person or somebody that is facing hunger. That is what people see, or someone that is living in poverty. This is what people see as Al-Majri, but that's not the real meaning of Al-Majri.
The scarcity of funds and the overwhelming number of peoples to cater for gradually transformed the Al-Majris into beggars and doers of odd menial jobs to make ends meet, which was never part of the norm. The erroneous belief and the fear that a child with Western education will eventually lose his Islamic identity and embrace vices that negate the values and principles of Islam further brought the Al-Majri system of education to where it is today.
My father died and they shared our inheritance, and I was thinking what to do with mine and how to go about it. Because my father loved helping the less privileged. That was how I was brought up. Likewise, my mother. So I was thinking what to do, how to help, how to make my father proud. So I started with that money. And I was told I need to register. That was when I registered in 2009 for the foundation. Secondly, I met these two boys in a filling station. One is about 3, one is 6, one is 3. And they told me a story that was really touching, and I keep repeating that story, whoever asks me. I keep telling them that I saw these boys, they say their mother is dead, and their father married another woman, and she said she will not stay with them, so he took them out to school. I tried to take them in the car, and the younger one wanted to follow me. So amazing. And the older one was telling him that, you remember what my teacher, what the teacher said, the Malan said, we shouldn't follow anybody, we shouldn't enter anybody's car. He was dragging his brother back. I was telling him, no, I'm not going to steal you people, I just want to know your school so that I will help out. Well, he took his brother and they ran away. It was really kind of, it's sad, but funny and very interesting. I've been going back to that filling station in Abuja. I did not see them up to date. I don't know what became of them. This is one of the things that touched my heart. And I think everybody will relate with me in this situation. When you go to filling stations, you meet these boys there. When you go to motor park, they're there. They're on the street. But the most interesting thing is when you say Al-Majri, people think of boys. They don't think of girls. We have a lot of Almajiri girls, just like they have the boys. We have schools of Almajiri girls, just like we have the boys. But when you say Almajiri, the first thought that goes to people is they are boys. They are not boys alone. It might be poverty, it might not be poverty. I don't know. But it's really epidemic.
MALLPAI, an acronym for Mass Literacy for the Less Privileged, and the Almajiri's Initiative Foundation, MALLPAI Foundation, a pet project of the Kebbi State Governor's wife, Her Excellency Hajia Aisha Atiku Bakudu, set to work with a genuine determination and dedication to help the less privileged, especially the Almajiris, to have a better life through basic education, health care, and business orientation.
We have sent some boys to school. We have, I think, 5 graduates. Some have NCE, some have diploma, and 2 are doing youth service. We have some in secondary schools. We have presently some in the university. Apart from the education aspect, we have empowered a lot of women and some youth as well. We train them in different aspects of daily empowerment or skill acquisition. We even teach people how to cook. We teach people on hygiene. We teach people how to make bed sheets, soap, curtains, carpentry, painting, etc.
Firstly, I am really glad I had the opportunity to come here and see for myself firsthand the activities of MALLPAI, MALLPAI in motion, that is. I am really truly impressed with what I have seen so far. If somebody else was telling me this, I would think it's just the usual propaganda. But I'm here live and I'm seeing it live, and I'm quite truly impressed. It's quite overwhelming, you know, seeing the kids, the relationship they have with the teachers, seeing them. They even know who the First Lady is. They are at ease with her. You know, it goes a long way to show the motherly affection they have been enjoying from the authorities of MALLPAI.
The foundation is all about taking care of the less privileged in the states and beyond the states. It's add values to the less privileged and takes care of the Almajiri, and also incorporates them into Western education. As they are doing their Islamic studies, they also add it up with Western education. We also empower women by teaching skills and youth in the state and beyond.
From primary school section, they come to school by 7:30 and the classes begins by 8. We have our assembly by 7:45, then the classes starts by 8, and then their break time is 10 o'clock, their first break, and then they go for the second break by 12, and then we close by 2 o'clock.
Running the school hasn't been easy, but our excellence has been trying all in our power to finance the school, providing the necessary facilities and infrastructures needed to take care of the students and the Almajiri. Like there's a free breakfast and lunch scheme for the students, and this serves as a kind of motivation for the students, because some of them are not interested in education, but when they know that they have this added incentive, they gain 1 or 2 things by coming to the school. She has been really supportive, and I believe that with this initiative, we can achieve a lot in improving the lives of the less privileged in the society.
We have a structure here in Kebbi whereby we encourage girls that have dropped out from school to go for extra lesson so that they will be able to go back to school to sit for WAEC, NECO, GCE, so that they will continue their schools. Married women, young girls, some of them, you know, they want to go to school, but they cannot afford to pay for the WAEC and stuff. So we also help them. We focus on girls a lot because here we have a lot of girls that have dropped out of school, and we have a lot of children that are out of school that we are helping to see through school. We start with Almajiri, but we end up with different kind of people.
When I came in here, I don't know how to sew anything, and now I know how to sew. Even when I get married, I have something to do at my own husband's house.
We need to inculcate in them values, and values is what MALLPAI it's all about.
Her Excellency Hajia Aisha Atiku Bagudu, a woman filled with passion to help the Almajiris acquire Western education and vocational skills, has won numerous awards resulting from her empowerment programs for the Almajiris in Kebbi State.
Challenges we're facing. Number one, for the parents, you need to seek their permission. Some accept, some will not. That is one. Secondly, some of them, we have to give them something, because they will tell you that these kids are the ones hawking for them. How can you stop them from hawking when that's what they rely on? So we have to empower the parents some time for them to allow their children to go to school. And then we have to give them funds as well for them to allow the children to go to school. Then again, we have to source for the fund. And people don't understand that we are sourcing for the fund. For example now, if you start asking somebody for fund, with this position, somebody will tell, yeah, a governor's wife. And I keep telling them, this is not a government NGO. This is a personal NGO. Not for the government, not for the governor, not for the wife of the governor, but for MALLPAI Foundation. I keep telling people, MALLPAI Foundation is different from the wife of the governor. MALLPAI Foundation is an institute of its own. It's a foundation standing with its leg, not with the government or the wife of the governor. They are two different things, because we look forward after this administration, MALLPAI Foundation will continue, inshallah.
Has done a lot to us, and she has a good thinking of helping less privileged people and the Almajiris, those who are poor and those who are ignorant in the villages, to come in the city and learn many things in order to help others. So this work is very, very important, and we are always saying, we're always thanking her for what she's doing.
It is a praiseworthy initiative, and with the right support and the right exposure, it's going to be a foundation that's going to impact in the lives of people near and wide.
In fact, words cannot express our gratitude. She has really done a lot for us. We only pray for her, that it shall be well with her. And then we pray that she will continue to give us the support.
This is a noble cause worthy of emulation on all levels. State levels, local government levels, and individual levels. We all need to come together and support causes like this, and that's the only way we can truly move forward as a nation.
Inshallah, by the special grace of God, we hope to see this foundation going places, from the states to other states to other countries.
Whatever we're doing, with what we're doing, we need funds. We need to seek for funds. We have to look for funds. We have to ask for it. We have to earn it one way or the other. So it's very difficult. Sometimes you want to do some things, you don't have the fund on ground. You have to shift it, then you start all over again. So at times it delays some process in what we're supposed to do. At times we feel like giving up. But then when you look at a child, or when you see a result, I will give you a certain example. There was a day I was really down, and then one of these boys came with a very good result. Very good. When I mean good, it was good. He just finished his College of Education, NCE, and they brought the result to us. And they showed me the result. I felt, okay, whatever I'm doing is good. It's not something that is not good. At least there's an achievement. And then he said to me, Mommy, thank you for changing my life. You have made my life worth it. I cannot compete with everybody. This is something that will touch your heart and will motivate you to do something good.
This is calling on private individuals, corporate organizations, government and its agencies to come and join hands with the MALLPAI Foundation to save the Almajiris. Yes, come donate generously to save the Almajiris.